Hey everyone, so I'm Dr. Connie, and today I'll be sharing about my part 3 of my autoimmune story. So I discussed my type A tendencies in the first part of my story and shared about my motherhood and marriage in the second part of my story. As an autoimmune patient, we are treated as our disease. I feel often our individual experiences are overlooked as if they're an afterthought. I believe the process of getting diagnosed and what happens after the diagnoses is a critical time where we're changed forever. For many of us, this transformative experience keeps us stuck in despair and fear. It's hard to come out of this, especially if you are type A, ambitious person who likes to be in control like myself. I know for me, my diagnoses really shook me up. I gave up on myself for the initial couple of years and created limits on my mind for myself and my life. It wasn't until I was many years into living with the condition that I began to come out of my shell and explore. I still struggle today with daring greatly every day. So against medical advice, I got pregnant with my second son. Again, the pregnancy was awesome, but 8 months postpartum, I had my second flare involving my kidneys again. This time the treatments were more mild and I recovered faster than the first time. I knew I needed to get stronger, so I was looking for ways to not only maintain my function, but I wanted a way to look and feel my best. So I enrolled in a year-long intensive Pilates certification program. My thought was that this program would challenge me physically and mentally while going through the toughest times. It would be a catalyst for self-growth and evolution. I also started a business at this time with a 4-year-old and an infant. So I had a lot of stress, but for me, it was good stress. I'm a believer that indulging in self-pity is a waste of time. So I like to do things drastically to improve my situation, which includes doing many things at once. My Pilates training and my business preoccupied my mind to stay focused on the goal rather than the problem. The dark side to this was that my marriage was failing or falling apart, and I was struggling with low libido and severe fatigue. In my efforts to regain my health and save my marriage, I sought out a functional medicine integrative doctor to help me through the depression. I was thoroughly tested for food sensitivities, hormones, nutrients, and the works. And after a couple of $1,000s and 2 visits, I was told I had multiple food sensitivities and needed hormones, and then also I had MTHFR. It's a little mutation that they found. There would be no follow-up unless I wanted to pay the fees to see the doctor, who frankly looked sicker than me. That's when I enrolled in the study of functional medicine for myself. I wanted to learn everything I could that would help me regain my health for my 2 boys and to help other patients just like me. I learned a lot. Lots about biochemistry, body systems, hormones, interconnectedness, and everything to do with the functional approach to healing patients as a clinician. And as a clinician, it all made sense. But as a patient, there was a void. The information was too much to pull into my everyday lifestyle. And for me, if I can't do it, how could I make you do that? I wanted so much to know how to live, eat, move, and whatever else to take me from sick to healthy. Everything I learned seemed so restrictive and promoted dependency on the practitioner for my health. And they focused largely on my problem or minute details of my biochemistry. I didn't want to practice that way, nor did I want that for myself as a patient. I wanted a clear blueprint to follow to get to my health or get my health back in order as fast as possible. More importantly, I wanted a way to be healthier than the average person without an autoimmune condition. I wanted to be fit and know what to do or what to eat to help me look and feel my best. And I didn't want to just get rid of symptoms. My goals were so much bigger than that. I wanted to be the healthiest as I've ever been. No limits. So here I am today, challenging you in the same way. I believe the only reason why I'm where I am today in my health is because I believed I could get here. I wanted or I want that for you as well. Don't just settle for symptoms management. Do better than that. Completely transform your health and life because it's possible. There's deep inner healing that you've got to do to get well, better than well. Tomorrow, in part 4 of my story, I'll share why I believe psychosomatic trauma and stress is the root cause of our sickness. I'll talk about how I've had to explore my childhood trauma and the stories I told myself that were sabotaging my health. Also, how you can catch or coach yourself through and change your paradigm to catapult yourself into healing in a big way, permanently. If you're an ambitious professional like me who believes in doing the hard work required to reach your goals, and you don't have time to be inconvenienced by your disease, please join our tribe of autoimmune rebels. In this free Facebook group, we get serious about healing and the changes you need to make to create the life and health you want. Know that we will only accept you into the group if you answer all 3 questions asked upon joining. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys all tomorrow.